Welcome, welcome, welcome. Picassos, Hicassos, all of you. If you're new here, come on in. Grab a snack, a drink, maybe even a smoke. Get ready for some fun with your host, B-Phlat. I'm Chris Deezy. This is Up Tuesdaze, the DIY podcast where we come together every Tuesday night live, do some amazing DIY, feature amazing people and creation, all done on a budget. Don't forget that. It's important. With materials usually found around the home. It's a big part of the show. Or as B says, we flip shit and make it fly. We got the dancers. We got you commenting. Let's have some fun tonight. Look at that. Key, Grace, B, getting very serious. That knee looks like it's doing all right. Man, extended. I'm excited to be here. How about you? B, how are you?
I'm good, Chris. I love that song so much, but we might not have it much longer if I don't pay Lauren. I better call her and pay my bill. And I keep having her on my list. I
wasn't aware of that.
I keep looking over here. Yeah, because I'm leasing this song from her, and she's being so gracious to me and being so patient and hasn't reached out. But I told her when I was in Dallas, I was like, I want to talk to you about it because I want to lease other music from her, but I need to go on and handle that. But, you know, I'm moving shit around in my office, getting things set up for my new computer. I'm getting excited. So I've just been trying to get shit in order. And anyway.
That's great.
Chris,
we got a lot to get into tonight.
How you doing?
I'm great. It's Up Tuesday. It's about to be a winter storm Mageddon here in St. Louis, so we're keeping an eye on that. We've got your feature tonight. If you guys want, get your Ask Chris Deezy's ready. B would like to hear from the audience on this subject. And there is a disclaimer.
Yes, I would.
Nothing sexual on this show. Save that for Two Funny Mamas.
Say that shit for Two Funny Mamas. Chris, people, you already get enough DMs.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I see. But anyway, you don't need no more shout outs.
Chris Deezy.
Everybody love Chris Deezy.
To me, that sounds like a challenge to code things in a non-sexual way, but I'll know what you mean. All right.
Mess, Chris.
Other things that you might be able to contribute to tonight, how they holding it down. We could use some love on that, but B's got a great...
I need some stories.
Yes.
I need people to submit me some really funny, good stories. I just send them to my frugalflip@gmail. Y'all know what to do. Mm-hmm. Please send irksome works, how they hold them down, Ask Chris Deezy's, your feature stuff. But we're going to get more into that about the features because I have a surprise for everybody, a new announcement, you know, all that good stuff. But I actually want to do that right before I get to the feature. Our guidelines and our new setup for our features. I don't want to slight anybody, but we got some good shit going on. So before we get started, Chris, let me just I got to give a quick shout out to Chef Wanda. I hope she's watching and hope she'll hit you up in the comments, Chris. I went and picked her stuff up from my P.O. box. I did have to wait a couple days because, you know, we got like 8 inches of snow. But I trekked through the motherfucking snow to go get my shit and get this big ass box. There's a box this big. I carried the shit back home just across the street. Got home. Why 2 of my shits was broken. So I'm mad about that. That ain't funny.
No.
That's because they throw shit around over there. And then when the girl put it in the little shit where you look like you in jail, I guess, where you lift the glass up and they pull the glass down.
This is going to be...
threw the box up in there. So anyway, look at my vase. She made me this cool vase.
Who made this?
And it came from Chef Wanda. I'm pissed about that. It's a set. Look at this. It's tight.
That is really nice.
My P.O. box. Ain't this nice? She did this herself. Now, I got to ask her how she painted this, but it's so nice. It feels like leather.
Ask Chef Wheezy.
It's nice. There you go. So, ask Chef Wheezy. Let me just show you a couple things. Now, I got to ask Chef Wanda what this is because it got broken. I had to put the shit back together.
I hate everything. I'd be mad as hell, too. Yeah, that's so nice.
And it's like a glass or a cardboard thing, and she put this, but it has like these little balls on it. Like I'm supposed to sit on a chef. These broke off. Shit, I had to glue them back on, and it sits on these little things.
You gotta
she hooked me up. I ain't done, Chris. She sent me the painting. You see that? And I already got a spot for this. Can you see my nice painting?
Oh, that is not. Yeah, we see the screen some. But no, that's really cool. It's like water.
Yes.
Yeah.
And last but not least, she made me a pillow out of the mats that you dry your dishes on. And I was like, this is so funny that I have the same pillow upstairs on my chairs. She
Like
made this with a glue
microfiber?
gun. Yeah, like a microfiber. The dish, like when you dry your dishes on it. I was like, oh shit, navy blue matches the ones upstairs. I was like, I'm throwing this right on the couch.
So that's that's awesome. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, shout out to Chef Wanda. Look at that. Keeping the P.O. box full.
Yes, and I'm gonna have to tell them motherfuckers over there, quit throwing shit, breaking up people's shit. Sorry,
Boy,
Chef.
I don't know.
I'm pissed about this, but I'm just gonna keep it because I can still display it.
Yeah,
that's how I am.
These
on the broken side.
These postal workers in Philadelphia must not have seen your. They must not be one of the 2 million plus people who've watched your "This Is Not Happening" on YouTube, because I don't think I'd be messing your shit up if I'd watched that, because you've got a team that'll show up.
That's why they messing my shit up, Chris.
Oh, you think so?
Like, she talking shit. Yeah, throw her shit.
Oh, they tune in.
Anything that say B-Phlat LLC, throw her shit over there. Yeah, they probably. I know they tune in. You know why? Because when we did the segment about the DYK and the person about the postal, I can't remember who it was, but it was about the postal service. They invented like the mailbox drop. And remember, I was like, oh, that's something that they should be teaching when you become a postal worker. And 2 people hit me back. And one was like, I work for the PL in Philly. And another one, I think, was in Alabama. And they like, I went through training and we never learned that.
Oh, yeah.
About some fact I read about the U.S. Post Office. But yeah, they watch and they probably be like, we know her. We be seeing that have fun, throw her shit. So anyway, I had to give a shout out to Chef. I totally appreciate her sending me that good stuff. And I'm gonna move my iPad over to the front because people probably looking at me like, oh, she's still looking at the clock and shit, trying to check how long this show gonna run. No, I'm not. I ran out of ink. There's too much snow and ice out for me to be running up to go get some damn ink. And I was like, well, fuck it. I'm just have to use my iPad. And see, I can do it uninterrupted because Kym is not here sitting next to me on it.
Hilarious. I will say this. Serious. If you guys want to make B-Phlat dance tonight, we'll take a couple breaks throughout the show. We'll gather them up. so it may not happen immediately, but do know that you're gonna get your shout out. If you hit B on the Cash App, that's money sign BPHLAT. You can, and I guess this is one of those times.
Here we go.
We're back and we're live.
And Miguel, see, I didn't even see it. I just had to do it, Chris. I forgot all about it. Oh, I forgot to put it on. Oh, let me quit playing.
Oh my gosh! Here, how about some?
Because of the snowstorm.
Well,
I don't
yeah,
have y'all hemmed up in there all night. I did see that on CNN.
It's about
bad.
Yeah, they're saying so. Everybody's probably dealing with this. Like I talked to C. Mickey. She's down in Texas. They're bracing for that. I'm in St. Louis. They're saying like anything from, I think the low end was like 6 inches, and then the higher end I've seen like 1.5 feet. So it's like I don't know. But right now it is raining. It's raining like they said it would. They said it was going to rain and then ice and then whatever. So let us know in the comments if it's snowing where you are. How about some comments real quick to get things going? Zav messaging us. Thank you for lifting a girl's spirits. Now I'm ready to drink and smoke and dance. Well, we're here for you. B will shut it down, says Quincy. Yeah, you don't want B showing up to your postal shift. Like, that's not.
I don't like to cut up like that because I have been arrested twice, Chris, and I don't like to go to jail.
Dude, it taught me a lesson. I've been arrested, and you learn a lesson. You're like, these lights in here. You learn a lesson,
but it's like, damn.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want another Snicker bar and a cheese sandwich.
Can I tell you before we jump into everything? Yeah, I did it too. You know what I did, B? They came around in the morning and they're like, do you want a bologna sandwich? And I'm like, no, I'm not hungry. Oh. And then 3 hours later, I'm like, fuck, I wish I would have eaten that bologna sandwich. You try and act all tough. Yeah.
At the post office. Or with Best Buy. I don't want to have to cuss them out, so we square. Let me finish giving my shout out.
Please do. We can talk jail stories later. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, first of all, you know what I'm gonna say? This is a side effect of being high and picking out photos for me to show on my show.
Which is
I was trying to find the best.
all pieces of pizza. Like, what is
I
this?
was trying to find the best cornhole photos
Oh, got
because
it.
my brother-in-law was like, "Oh, you showed Dennis's cornhole, and he got inspired to get one because of mine." So that's what I was trying to show my brother because he made his
Nice.
to represent Mizzou. So that's why I threw that in
Oh.
there because people were kind of like, "Why you throw that cornhole in last week?" And I wanted them to just kind of see. Actually, somebody else sent me some cornhole boards that have a boom box on them. I mean, cornhole the game, and I was like, "That's kind of dope."
Yeah.
So I feel like we're gonna have a running cornhole every other week. We're gonna be showing different.
Here's what we do.
Right?
When COVID pieces out finally, and we can do some live shows like you and I keep talking about doing, we can have a cornhole get together.
Yes,
we can tailgate. We can tailgate before your show.
Because shit, everybody's on, and I didn't realize how popular it was. But like everybody, super popular. So
here, real quick, some comments. Baddest Joanna. Wish I was high. Oh, that's your co-host. Wish I was high, but they think it's crack or heroin, so not allowed. Joanna's tired of cigarettes, basically. Let's see. Happy Black History Month from Won the Fight. Happy Black History Month, B.
Oh, thank you, Chris. You know what? I'm glad that you gave me that shout out. I only celebrate a quarter of Black History Month because, you know, my grandma is half white, and then my daddy is a fourth. No, I need to just celebrate the 8th. I've been fucking up the math. I'm only supposed to celebrate the 8th.
Oh, so you're only allowed to acknowledge Black History Month?
Not an 8th of it. I'm only supposed to do 3 weeks because of the white in me.
Okay,
yeah, that's right.
Got it. Well, that's your choice. Yeah, I get it.
You know, I'm talking crazy.
Yeah,
that is where I need the toilet paper. Yeah, it is Black History Month, and I hope that people do something in honor of Black History Month, like learn something like you do on this show. So that's what that's my contribution, Chris, right there to Black History Month. My
Beautiful.
DYKs, when I do them, I'm going to do 4 of them this month. So when people say something to me, like, what you do for Black History Month? I'm going to be like, learn 4 things about Black people and inventions. That's what I'm going to say. And talk somebody some shit.
I think just posting a black square on your Instagram and putting up your favorite MLK quote, that's probably enough, right?
Yeah, but I don't know
no it's not. No, it's not enough. That's my favorite. When people that you know...
I told you, Chris.
The people...
I do not get jokes. You be saying shit, I'll be the last one to get it. I'm sorry.
The people, it's always... And listen, if you did that, that's fine too. But it's the people that do that, and you know, it's like, you haven't ever had lunch with a black person, and you think that this is your... this is your thing. Yeah. Oh, wow. Thanks. Great job.
I need to get on the internet more and read. I need to go look at other people's shit more and read other people's pages.
Let's do a segment where you just clown people's Instagram. I think that's pretty good.
I think not. They ain't got shit to do with DIY.
Let's get the show going.
That's right. I don't want to lose. I'm trying to get a show. I am trying to get my own home show. That'll be the one segment they see. We clown the motherfuckers and they be like, oh, ain't nobody trying to get that bitch no show. She up there talking about people Instagram. That ain't DIY.
I've got it. B, this is our production meeting for the week. Let's find terrible DIY photos. Like, you know how like people, they'll be like, ooh, they're like dinner, and it's on a paper plate, and it's like out of a frozen. Like, why are you posting that bad food? People posting
maybe I can show some of the shit people send me that I don't want to show.
You say, be careful, you might end up in the don't DIY.
Don't make no shit like this no more section.
Yes.
No, I ain't. Anyway.
All right, let's go.
I don't know why I be apologizing for how I really feel. Because can't nobody cancel. You can't cancel motherfucker that ain't started, I guess, right?
I don't know. People try. Yeah.
Right? So those were my shout outs. And, just got to give a shout out to just all my Picassos that stuck with us last week, Chris, through our mishap. Sorry about that. I don't know what the hell happened. Chris still tried to explain it to me, but I'm going to tell you how Chris explained it to me. And like all of these technical terms, which sounded like to me just pay your goddamn internet bill. He didn't want to take the heat. He was
That's
so
what the-
upset.
Oh, I was
But I was
angry.
like, I kept saying, is it my system? I know my shit ain't here yet, but it has never messed up before. But it was some buffering on their end.
Oh,
right?
it was terrible. But I mean, we got it through.
Yeah, but
Rodney was
since you
a
paid
good
that
sport.
bill, oh, look at our shit back working right.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Whoa. Yeah. Okay. No, when I say my veins were full, like I was getting, like I haven't, my veins don't fill up like that in my hands unless I'm like getting ready to fight somebody. It was the fight feeling. I was so angry. It was probably awkward for Grace because I was definitely like just livid. Not at anyone. It was a technical issue with the internet, but
I could tell,
I was livid.
Like, you all right? You was all like, take me off the screen. I was all like,
is that what I did?
People hear it? I was like, did people hear the Chris say, take him off the screen? Keep his ass on the screen. Because I was like, I don't even want to see his face. Probably had the screw face. So anyway, I just want to thank everybody that made it through. That was the first, and it was so weird for me recording that because it's different from recording Two Phony Mamas where you're just kind of all over the place. But doing that format, I was like, doing the format and shit, I was like, damn, I ain't got no comments coming in. I can't be like, Chris, ask the people, do they have any questions about what I'm doing or
listeners
what I'm saying?
Listeners and viewers, weird. You're a big part of the show, so thank you.
Yes, that's why I love this show because I can't wait to make my announcement right before the feature. So anyway, other than that, Chris, I keep getting emails from people saying, I got my rags. I know you got them, but I can't see them. Please take a picture. I'm serious. I want to see the rags because I don't have any rags to show this week. Mm-hmm. And that's a whole nother issue, Chris, that we got to talk about why I can't move the flash rag pictures I took from my drive and take them out and move them to the damn
Save it for
y'all
after
know every
the
time
show.
I get on this shit, I got a technical issue that I ought to be like, Chris, we got to work that out. I don't want people to think I'm not trying to post that shit. I want the flash rags on my Frugal Flip page along with other shit that we're having tech. It's not even allowing me to post. That's a whole nother issue.
Oh, I love it.
Anyway, send me them flash rag photos. I want to see everybody doing it. I definitely want to give a shout out to my man Ant McCall last week that featured because I just felt like, I don't know, for some reason with him not like with that whole glitch and us having to go through the show, it just felt weird.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I don't know why
sure.
I felt like I was going to talk to him, but I just felt like maybe there were going to be comments because I really wish
he was great
on the show.
Yes, he was
just
great
to kind of explain his shit, and maybe people had questions and we could have threw them out there. He could have been in the comments answering them, but
still
anyway,
can.
shout out to Ant.
Shout out to Ant.
Ass part, definitely. All right, well, before I go into my DYK, I have to read one of Maya's cards.
Okay.
So let me grab it. And this is a good one. This is a good one. That's why I'm so joyful today, Chris. I got my day started.
You're so joyful.
Yes, and I'm just this is a good card. So anyway, today's card says, it's okay to play. Be adventurous, have some fun. Life is meant to be enjoyed. Don't be uptight. Allow yourself the freedom to play. Laugh, crack jokes, be silly and spontaneous. Choose to be happy. I should read that every day.
Yeah.
Thank you, Maya Bean.
That's a nice note.
And see, that's the whole premise of this show. To me, is just learn how to have some fun. Even while you're learning things, it's like an inner therapy. You learning to do things. So if you get stressed out, you might be like, well, shit, let me go over here and organize this and do this little thing B taught me and spray paint that and let off some steam in other ways other than Fish Nasty Friday. Let's not forget about that on Taco Ball Tuesday. For some people, for me, Tuna Ball Tuesday. All right, let me read my Chris. You got any comments before I go into my
let's talk to the people. Number one, if you haven't yet, like the video and make sure you share this. Let's get some more people in here. You guys always do a great job of filling up the chat. Heaven Sent says amen. I believe that's in regards to the card that was just sent.
Yes.
Rye,
thank you very much.
Rye and Taina are speaking French. That is not allowed.
I told them about talking about us. I told Taina about talking about us in French in the live chat. Shout out to my girl.
I love both of them.
Just so people know.
Nella's laughing. Heaven sent said you should have passed me some weed last week. That's true. Petty Boop could tell I was upset. I hate that everybody knew how mad I was. Oh, I was mad. F. Smith Welch said Chris, we could take. Chris is pissed. All kinds of people chime in. Launer's here, and Zavnaz is throwing up the Picassos. Tanya's in here. CT's hitting them up with the like and share. That's right. I love that card, says Tarquin. Shout out to Tarquin. What's up, Tarquin? Jamie says, I see a cute shirt trying to peek through Chris.
To Tarquin, because he's making my thing, and I got to send him his PayPal. Chris, I'm all over the place. See, that's why I'm so glad I have people helping me. Thank you.
That's right.
Getting me in order. Guess
Joy saying, Chris, have you tried on your shirt? No, not yet. It's at my house, washed and ready to be worn.
What
so thank
shirt?
you, Joy.
What shirt?
Got a package from Joy, and
nice.
And there's stuff for you and Sherri and Kym in there. So
okay.
Thanks. Yeah.
Well, ask Joy, do she know about this? I
think everybody
Joy.
does. Okay, that's right. Keep B dancing.
To Devonna. And Cheryl.
Ms. Michelle is in here.
Clarissa.
Oh my gosh.
I might as well go and do it.
GT Davika 23. B-Phlat, we love you. Maya Bean, thank you, B-Flat. Carmela, show us your shirt, Chris. I've worn it before. I think I wore this with
you have.
You and Yamanika. I'm sure you when you
and I'm sure if you know you wore that before, that means don't put it on no more, Chris. And no more upcoming episodes. See, this is the thing. People don't know. I'm gonna stick to my time. Yeah. Because what people don't know is if y'all get snowed in, I'm gonna feel bad. Although Chris, you basically live there, so you used to sleeping there. I don't
sleep there.
I don't want Key and Grace to be stuck there. See, you got a whole record, your vest. People ain't seen your vest, Chris. You got your jackets, your vests, and your shirts. I seen the rack.
There's a rack. What are you talking about?
You might have some drawers stashed somewhere down in the restaurant in the back by the bathroom with the employees. So I'm not worried about you.
Oh, thank you. Well, I have dogs at home.
If you go home, Chris, then you have some more shirts. Grab some shirts and bring them to the workplace.
Okay. Thank you.
Chris, I love messing with you because
my gosh.
You're a comedian at heart.
You're
a comedian at heart.
I'm around enough for you bastards. Special K, where are the yellow pants? They're not here. I don't know what happened to those. Lena's telling me to take a spin. Not tonight. We got to get through it.
Yes.
Do you want to have Grace spend me and dip me? Is that what you got to show off the shirt? Oh man. Okay. Good stuff. Launer says Chris Deezy. Listen, get those Chris Deezy questions ready. Get those how they hold it down ready. Taina is here, so Rye is disagreeing about them speaking French. Atabey's Corner is here. And MM is in here looking, giving me the shirt options. Thank you, MM. Okay, let's get after it, B. What do you have up first?
Well, you know what, Chris? Before I go into my frugal flip, which is Kaya's Closet, I'm letting all my Picassos know I'm about to start my next frugal flip here in Philadelphia. I actually had to push the date back one weekend later, which is March 5th and 6th, because I'm going to the NAACP Awards. I will be in LA.
the two funny.
I will be sitting at a table next to my manager.
Well,
praise the Lord if everything works out. That's the way it's scheduled now because she's not taking her husband.
Now they may.
She's like, they may what?
They may do it virtual.
They may, but right now they asked her who is she bringing. And I know there's some type of COVID policy. So I don't know. I'll get all that stuff from my manager. It don't matter if I go or not. All I know is I got to be in LA anyway.
Yeah.
So I will be there. And I just had to push Kaya's frugal flip back. Just follow.
Do we want to see a special video? Or do you want to watch that at the end?
We'll see that at the end.
Okay, great.
Yeah, we'll do that at the end. That'll work. So I wanted you to do a poll, Chris. I totally forgot. I don't know if you can do a poll right now. It's not
Grace
too
can.
late.
Yeah.
Okay, can Grace do a poll? I wanted, because everybody is hitting me up about the Hicassos. And I just want to know if that kind of makes sense. I like it.
Was ever
So I
what
want to, because I'm going to get the shirts made, the Hicassos and the Bicassos.
do we want that separate? I just think it's fun that
I don't know.
any variation of it is
And some
great.
people might like, no, keep it at a
So
Picasso.
let's
Some
keep it
people, the
let's keep
dudes
it
might want the Hicassos. Who knows? I
let's
wanted to
keep it
do a poll
simple.
and see.
So what's the question? Is it Picasso? Wait, how would you phrase this?
Is it both or one?
Just how about
Chris, you're a dude. Would you wear a shirt that say Picasso?
I mean, if it had a plunging neckline, of course.
Oh hell no! I'm gonna make sure I don't do no V-necks because I do not want to see your Tom Selleck area right here. I don't want to see your Tom Selleck right here, Chris.
How about this? Do you
I
do
might
you
give you a turtleneck. What?
only if I can wear a little chain too?
Oh, not the little chain on the outside of a
All
turtleneck.
right, Grace, put this in the chat. Do we move forward with the term Hikaso? So Bicasso's here to stay.
Picasso's here to stay. I'm getting the shirts.
Is
Along with my
Hikaso
other
sticking
shirts.
around?
Yeah, so I'm wondering if I should do Hicassos. You know I'm creative, Chris. I can bring it all together.
Huh?
But we'll do that poll.
I can't hear you. Bicasso, yeah.
Yeah.
Hikaso. HE-CASSO. This is very important that this is right. So let's get this right for the poll.
Yes.
And then simple yes or no. All right, so vote on that if it's Bicassos and Hicassos or just Bicassos. Is it just the one?
Keep it at the B.
Okay.
I don't know how that poll's gonna go out or how people are gonna but I just want to see.
Ooh, Rita likes Shicassos.
Oh, I do like Shicassos, Hicassos, and Bicassos. Oh, see that's what happened. See, she's smoking like me, and now our creative juices are flowing. And then there's gonna be some other shit. Somebody gonna send something that say
They Casos.
we Cassos.
We Casos. Hey, it all works.
Right, I'm be like, oh shit.
Oh,
How
man.
related to B-Phlat? I'm
A
gonna have
first-
to bring it together.
A
I gotta
first.
stick with the two.
Rye
Yes.
says I had to do shit off the chat, but after Chris's false accusations, I'm calling my YouTube attorney. So we got to look into this.
You better. All you got to do is put all their phrases that's in French into the translator, and it'll tell you what it says.
She actually said that in French. I'm just getting so good at reading French because
Oh,
they
okay.
they only type in French. So
I know.
whatever.
They funny. All right. Well, since we got that poll going,
Yeah.
I want people to keep in mind that you do need to share this show. Tell people, share it. Tell them to like it. Tell them to subscribe. Do all of that because my goal, our goal, let me say our goal, because this is going to be everybody's show. I want people that are in this show, my Picassos, to be part of my show. So we need to get this show. HGTV, DIY, Dabble, all of them. I ain't worried about Magnolia TV.
What is that?
It's like one of those DIY. It's a new channel. I ain't thinking about Magnolia TV. They ain't trying to hear me. Not what I'm trying to do. They're too wholesome for me.
Okay.
Because I'm going to come in your house and say, first of all, you need to clean this shit up. And then secondly, make sure ain't no roaches and no bugs. Because I don't do that. And then we'll be back, possibly. So anyway.
You smoke roaches?
Moving. Yes, I told you I'm collecting all my roaches to put in the time capsule, right? And I'm going to write the date on them. Anyway, let's move on to my frugal flip.
Have you done DYK? Did we do a DYK?
We do that after the frugal flip.
Okay, got it.
It's on
Right.
the
Frugal
format.
flip.
Yes.
Have at it.
Yes, frugal flip. I'm trying to stay on my format and read it. All right. So what I want my Picassos to know is that I'm going in on March 5th and 6th to flip this bedroom that Kaya turned into a closet. So what you're looking at is how it looks now, and what I have been submitting to her are my renditions of how I want to do things and move things around. So we've actually been talking about the organization because I don't want those shoes on the door. So I'll show you my rendition because we're not painting. We're just going with what she has. So we're just adding an accent color. which will be like a salmon color. She has a dresser that I'm going to flip and do my organization with the plastic trays and the recycled trays and stuff on the inside of the drawers for her jewelry and different things like that. And I'm going to do a really cool design. Now remember, these are done with my fingers because I ain't got no Apple Pen. So that white line across the top represents a long shelf.
I was about to say how good it was for like a paint. Like it looks really good. It does.
I did that with my finger right on the iPad, right over her pictures. Oh. So I'm going to put a long shelf across the top and a shelf right above a picture. And obviously that white little square represents her light switch. And then I'm going to do a nice little design on the door panels. And we're going to do the door knobs in gold instead of the silver.
Yes.
So if that's like when obviously one door is the entry and the other door is a closet. And I have to do a lot in there to move some things around. So we'll show the next photo.
What's the
I'm sorry, go ahead, Chris.
What's the painting?
It just represents a painting that she has. It's in a white frame. She has a lot of great artwork that I want to put up. That's awesome. They're in these colors, so it really works with what I'm doing. So that's why she's in love with my rendition. So I can't wait to get in there to get started. Next. Okay, so we're pulling up the carpet. So actually she said she's doing that this weekend, taking down all the Barbies so that I could display them on the wall. And I did tell her to leave the clothes that are hanging that stick out the furthest so that I can, know how far out to put the curtain that I'm going to do from the ceiling down to cover. Because her closet goes wall to wall. So I have to do something on the ceiling. I can't do like a bar with like a drop rod or anything like that. It's not enough room and there's nowhere for me to mount it because of the window. Because you see how her closet shelving hits the window frame. Mm-hmm. So I can start at the ceiling.
It gets really hairy over by the window too.
Exactly. So that's why I'm actually doing one more home visit so I can get my measurements down pat in terms of how far the curtain will hang once I'll put up the rack, that type of stuff. Just little detail stuff. But once we pull the carpet up, and I've already looked, the floors are so nice under there. So the next picture is my rendition. So she's already been looking on Amazon in terms of like different panels just to price them out. Yeah. Or we're going to do fabric. That green mirror is a floor standing mirror she already has. So once I clear everything out, we pull up the carpet, clean the floor good. I told her to look for an area rug. We were either going to do something like white and fluffy or something with a design in it. And I'm going to spray paint her. I'm sorry, not spray paint. I'm going to paint her radiator white and do a design on the front. I just put those X's on the radiator just so it can hold the space for a design, but I'm actually going to put gold circles on there. And then her panels, if you look at it, they're like gray panels that are on the windows. They look gray, but they're going to be pink sheer fabric that I just weave through each mini blind, just weave it through. Mm-hmm. Just to give it a pop of color. And I'm going to spray paint the glass bulbs that are on her ceiling fan a really light soft color pink.
Oh, that's cool.
Just frosted. And then I'm going to also paint her ceiling fan blades white.
If you are enjoying this Bee's finger painting rendition as much as I am, and you want to purchase the NFT, you can Cash App her right now. That's money sign B-Phlat. I think you should sign it with your finger and just call it an NFT. It's theirs, and there you go. That's bathroom art. That's great.
Next, you funny. Next, I can't wait to get over there and do this. So I'm really excited about working on this in all areas, but definitely weaving the fabric through the. Well, we can go ahead into the next picture so people can actually see what they can see that.
Look at
really
this.
Excited about cleaning that area out so that I can weave the fabric through the mini blinds. I'm going to make her 2 sconces because I asked her, could I take her fire extinguisher down and put it in a different place? And she has some vases that we're going to spray paint and do different things with and put flower arrangements in it. Just have that. And she's also looking at 3 examples of some film roll, some film like privacy film that I sent her so that when she rolls up her blinds,
Yeah.
she can look out and still get nice lighting in there, but no one can see in.
That's cool.
So,
And
yeah.
all kidding aside, another wonderful painting that you did. I love it.
Thank you, Chris. Next. So that's another section. That little piece of wall that sticks out is where I plan to display her wigs. That is because she has these really cool hats that go on the top of them. I want to really feature that with like some puck lighting. So that's my vision for now, but I really can't tell how that's going to work out until I do the spacing. So we'll go to the next picture, and I can let people see the 3 little white shelves. They represent white shelves that'll be furthest in the corner, and that's where I want to put the wigs. So we're working on her getting a chair. Her budget only allows for either like a nice chair or a really nice rug. So she's actually looking around like on Let Go and going to like different not garage sales, like flea markets and or thrift stores. And she said she's probably going to check with her mom, maybe, and other people she may know to see if they want to donate an accent chair that we'll possibly cover with some fabric and make pop. And I'm also going to put a bar cart in that corner between the chair and the radiator.
Very nice.
So that white portion
Those bar
of the
carts
leg,
look cool too.
well, she has a little table by her doorway entry when you walk into her house that I'm going to flip and use as a bar cart. And the only thing I'm doing is adding a wine rack underneath it to hang wine glasses.
Oh, nice.
And I'll display all of the stuff on top. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll look really nice.
Thank you. And those other white shelves is where I originally was going to display the Barbies, but now I'm hanging them on the wall in the same fabric, wrapped in a ribbon on a nail that I'll be using for the mini blinds. So we can go to the next picture really quick. That's the display wall that I'm working on for her vanity table and stool. And Kaya's really tall, and she currently sits on a small bench. She actually has a bench that I'm flipping that is counter height. So we're going to actually break that. We can move to the next photo. We're going to break her vanity table down. I'm bolting it to the wall, using some of it for shelves, which I'm going to break down and put on the sides of the mirror. And then that little white thing in the front obviously represents a chair, but her vanity table will be, just secured to the wall with no legs. So I'm going to hang the Barbies. Those little squares represent all, like, how I'm going to hang the Barbies on the wall all around that area. And if you can see, if you look closer, there are like little circles on the print. Yep. I'm actually using my old pot and pan lids to draw gold circles. I'm going to actually create her own print so it'll look like a wallpaper.
That's great. So, that's really cool. Yeah.
Thank you. And I think that's it. And I just have like 2 photos to show of a couple things that I'm actually going to flip, which is that dresser. We're going to paint white, change the knobs out. I'm going to when I show this again next week, you'll see the renditions of how I'm going to decorate the dresser and put it in that room. Thank you. And then the next photo is a mirror we're going to do in gold. And I'm going to add the little puck lighting to it. So it can kind of look like the vanity mirror when you're in like a green room. And just have little lights stuck to it that she can use on a remote control and turn it on and off when she's sitting at her table putting on her makeup and stuff.
Look at you.
So those are a couple things that we're going to flip. Thank you, Chris. So yes, if anybody had any questions or comments or anything about, in the live that they wanted to ask me about the flip or anything, they can. I definitely
drop them in. Dawn Brown says this is going to be gorgeous.
Thank you.
Everybody is very impressed. I say so many dumb. Thank you. I say so many dumb.
I'm glad people see my vision. They saw how I pulled it together for Clarksville.
They really did. So nobody ever doubts you ever. Yeah, everybody. There's so many supporters, and I know I say a lot of silly things, so it sounds like I'm being a smart aleck. Those finger paintings are great. They really look good. I'm not being a smart ass. I promise.
I love doing it. I love doing them. See, when Sherri's up late at night on Instagram, I'm up late at night when I can't sleep doing my drawings.
That makes sense. Jamie says new segment idea. B does Bob Ross.
You know, it's funny. I got paintings on the other side. I will be doing my Bob Ross on Show Love Sundays. I got to get back to my regular schedule
We
because I got
would
to finish up my paintings.
we would call that smoke trees. It's the smoke happy
Oh,
trees.
and
All
I'm
right, you're
calling this
dancing.
Show Love. Show
What's that?
Love.
What's that
Can
for?
I'm showing love to Candace. Oh, and Laura. Show love on Tuesdays with a Z. If you're
We got
smoking, with a Z. If you're smoking.
we got a question from Natalie. How will you
Yes.
hang the curtain to cover the clothes? How are you hanging them?
So I'm having Kaya purchase a track system. It's the exact same track system that I used in Clarksville, and you actually bolt it to the wall. It's really thin plastic. It comes in like 24 feet. We don't even need that much. We just need 13 feet. And I'm actually having my cousin Alfie send the rest of my shit back with all of my pieces I left in Clarksville. So we're going to use that first. And hopefully it'll be enough and we won't have to order it. But if we do, we'll be ordering this plastic track that comes with the clips, the hangers, and all that. And it rolls their little rollers. So once you get it bolted to the ceiling in a straight line, that's the tricky part because it comes on a roll. So it's one of those where you have to roll it out, cut it. I have to use my hacksaw. And then kind of like I clip it. It's so funny because I'll have like a piece when I put it up in my, as a curtain separator over my couch area in my room here that people can't see because of that door. I had the piece clipped to this desk with my clamp and the other piece and stretched over there clamped because I needed it to stay straight. So
Gosh, you
I was
worked
like,
through
well, I'll be working through it. So that's going to be my challenge is to keep it straight because it's really hard to put up when it's curly. And then we just bolt it to the wall. Once you get to start sliding the little rolly tracks in, and you just start hanging the curtain. It's really simple. But
Natalie's going to look for the track. Yeah.
That track actually costs like $27. And you can look for a room divider track on Amazon, and all different ones will pop up, and they're really simple to put up. If you have a drill, you know where to hit the studs, and then you're good to go. And it comes with the anchors. It comes with everything you need in a little bitty box, and you just put the shit up. And I love it because, like I said, it's really inexpensive, and you can cut it into different pieces and use it for other things. I have it in my yoga room covering like a closet area.
Nice.
And I was like, I don't feel like buying no door. I'm just throw this track up.
That's great. We've got
Thank you for the question.
Dr. K. There's real commercial value in those B-Flat paintings. Everybody's supporting you. Eric.
Thank you.
Eric says he only showed up to see Key dance. Well, that's at the beginning of the show. So thank you for still being here, Eric. We appreciate you.
Yes. Thank you, Eric.
MM wants somebody to get Netflix on the phone for the new B-Flat Bob Ross joint. We can make that happen. I was Bob Ross for Halloween one year, and I swear, and that was like 2005. Everybody's Bob Ross for Halloween every year now. It's a wild one.
Oh my! All you gotta do is go get a curly afro wig.
It's
and
best.
throw on a blue
You walk
jean
around.
shirt. Yeah.
You walk around with a paintbrush. All right, what's up next, B?
My DYK. Did you know? And I got to give a shout out to my Picasso, Monique Williamson, in the home state of Virginia. This person is from her home state. And I'm giving a shout out to Dr. James Edward West, born in 1931, a.k.a. to the present. Shout out to this brother, James E. West, a research professor at Johns Hopkins University, Whiting School of Engineering, is best known as the co-inventor of the foil electric transducer, an inexpensive but highly sensitive device that revolutionized the sound industry, and it's now the basis of sound transmission in most cell phones, hearing aids, professional microphones, and other acoustical equipment. In a career at Bell Laboratories that spanned more than 40 years, he earned 47 U.S. and over 200 foreign patents for a range of technologies, inventions, and other innovations. Shout out to that brother. I should have put his picture in. I should have scanned that picture in.
You get it up there.
Ladies might want to see them. Ladies might want to see him.
Smart dude. Yeah, you can see him. That's
great. So I have to give a shout out one more time to Monique for sending that. I appreciate that. I downloaded it and printed it out. That's why I ain't got no ink, Monique, because of that color right there on the paper.
Oh boy, breaking it down, B. Hey,
Yeah.
I know we moved past it, but I love these questions, and I know you love answering them, and that's what the show is all about. It's a DIY show. Carmela had another question. Do you mind answering it? Okay, Carmela.
That's what we about.
It's right. When you bolt her makeup table as floating, how do you do that? How does it stabilize for the weight? Great question.
So the first thing I do is find my stud finder, and I'll bolt probably a leftover bed slat because that's what I have them in that room for. I'll cut it to the width of the desk or the piece of furniture I'm using, and I use that as my basis. Actually, I'm gonna grab a slat so I can demonstrate. Really quick,
You do that.
Chris.
I'll read a couple comments while we're getting Carmela's question answered. Petunia's in the house. What's up, Petunia? The realest ever. Kansas in the house. Storm 2022. That's right. In St. Louis too. We're looking at like maybe a foot of snow. So Kansas, I'm sure, is going to get rough too. MM is loving the stud finder. If you're Dennis, I think if you're Dennis and B has the stud finder in her hands, like B's legally obligated to go right here, right? Yeah. If it doesn't beep when it goes by him, he's like, it's broken, right? You have to do that.
Chris, you a mess. So look, I got all these from my cousin Jan because I'm going to do that same type of design that I did in Clarksville in my bedroom. And
they sent you that wood?
No, Jan lived down the street.
I was like, they're mailing you scrap wood? I was like,
no, I went and got like 20 of these after she broke
it.
her son's bed down because she got a new bed.
Okay.
So I'm going to cut this, right? And I'm going to bolt. This is really long. Like a piece of this, like half of this. I'm going to bolt this to the wall.
Yep.
In like 3 places. And then the desk will sit on this top part. And then I'll bolt the desk to this top part of this slat. And that will hold it to the wall.
Nice.
It's like an anchor. Because I actually built my own vanity in my bedroom the same way with some pieces of wood. And then I just dropped a shelf in there. So I bolted 2 pieces of wood like this to the sides. I have like a little cove. And then once the wood was there, I just dropped the shelf right in.
Right.
Bolted it down. Well, I actually nailed it down. So that's what I'm going to do with Kai's. And that's how it will be able to float on the... Great
question. Yeah.
But I'm good at anchoring it. And I'll probably use like some really long nails, maybe like 6 to 8 inches long.
Yeah.
Like the ones that I used on my stairwell to really go into the foundation part of the wall.
Yeah, that's stuff too. You're going to be leaning on that. You're going to be pushing on. You want to really make sure it's secure.
Yeah, so I have to make sure it's secure. So I may even do one of those where I put the pieces of wood kind of like I did, like if I cut it this way and put it underneath and go down to the floor in 3 spaces to give it extra support, but then I would paint that green to match her wall.
Nice.
So it still looks like it's floating.
Yeah. No, that's great.
Yeah. So thank you for that question. And do I have any more questions?
A couple others. Carmela says, okay, amazing. Thank you. Natalie says, interesting, great idea. Atabay's Corners. We have Atabay's Corner, Taina, and oh my gosh. And who else speaks French? Atabay, there's I'm going to hear about it.
I think it's like 3 people.
Yeah, Atabay's Corner.
I know it's
and Rye.
Sure.
Rye, Atabay's Corner. And they're claiming they're in detention. Listen, if you would just speak English in the chat, maybe that wouldn't happen. I'll Google Translate it for B if you don't calm down. I love it.
Okay. See, Chris, you mad? They might be talking about you.
They're not.
They might be
I'm not.
About you.
I'm off their radar. They're not.
So you can see your name.
Yeah, right.
You know, and you know what white man look like in French, right? If you see the word, it'd be like white man.
Oh, it'll say. I'll look that up. Like so Blanc, I'll keep it. Is Blanc?
Blanc home, like HOMME. That's how you say it. It's how you oh. I think I'm saying it right, but I'm sure somebody gonna correct me. Moving on.
Moving on.
I'm a damn piece of work. I do have to give a shout out to Akila. She bought rags. That's and I'm almost positive I'm saying her name right. You know, that's Spencer and Ethan's mom, because she donated money for the catering for the flip.
Right. Yeah.
Way back. So I just wanted to let her know that I remember that, because I already got it in the category, Chris.
Oh, there is that spreadsheet.
That's right. I want to be ready to do that again.
Hey, I want to do this, and we'll remind you again at the end. And Grace, that flyer, if you have it, we've got just a few days left for people to vote for Two Funny Mamas to win the first ever NAACP Image Award for the podcast. And I say that because they're coming back for more. Kym Whitley, Sherri Shepherd, go to NAACPimageawards.net. Look for Outstanding Lifestyle and Self-Help Podcast and the amazing, nice messages that keep coming in, B. And you've become part of that, B. But so many people are so inspired, and they do. They really love Sherri and Kym, and Sherri and Kym work their tails off. So let's get them a win. You all can celebrate that and make it happen. Chris, go vote. Since you threw that up, go on and throw mine up, Gracie, because I want people to also remember to vote for my manager. My other one. Other one. That's at the end. You can see Grace. She's visibly embarrassed that she just messed up. Sorry, Grace. Sorry, it's all good. Throw up my NAACP. No. Let's. Go ahead. Sherri, I want them because Sherri. Oh, Sherri Mac. I see you turning black. Sherri. Congratulations, Sherri, on your nomination, NAACP Image Award. Sweet Life, Los Angeles. Look at that. How is it? My manager. How do you know two Sherrys getting NAACP Image Award nominations? That's kind of wild. That's two great worlds colliding. I'm right in the middle. It's not happenstance. It's not a coincidence. So this is your doing. This is your doing. No. That is God's doing. This is the grace of God been blessing me. I've been with my manager almost 25 years. That's great. Through all her shows. We ride or die. Like, was it Benny, who was with, what was your girl? J-Lo? For years. This is my girl. Benny Mancina. Ben Affleck? Yeah. No, Benny Mancina. Her manager. He was with her for like 20 years. They ride or die. I think he still might be manager, but her manager. But I know me and my manager are ride or die. She only manages me, because she has so much other stuff to do. And plus, I won't let her manage nobody else. But that's a whole nother thing in my contract. But wait. So yes, shout out to me. Sweet Life. Vote. Let's get some clarity. And this is weird. Jesus Lives is the name. Hey Chris, when you put up pics, can you resize the frames so the faces don't get cut in half? What was cut in half? What are we talking about? Oh Lord. What are we talking about? Chris. What was cut in half? Give me a specific example. And everything is resized. What do you think And when they give you a specific example, Chris. Oh, I'll look into it. I'm serious. I want to know. We'll look into it on the next show because we gotta keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. I just want to know, because I was like, where was something cut off? Grace. I think Grace is trying to take the show down. I got to give a shout out to your girl Johanna. She inspired. Let me throw my DIY up. She inspired Deborah P to go out and buy the bidet. I can't believe it. And she actually bought it. The bidet. Not bidet. As Grace said the bidet. What is the bidet? The bidets do like this. Oh, we love Grace. Before the show, Grace is looking at notes, and I'll tell a story too. I'm worse about this, but Grace is looking at notes, and she's like, "Hey, what is this bidet? What is this?" And I was like, "Huh? Who?" She said bidet, and I was like, "Oh, that's bidet." Grace is a very smart person, by the way. She is. That's why it's funnier. See, your girl Joanna. Mm-hmm. She only talked about the one she had. And see, your co-host. He went out and my co-host. She went out and bought it. And like you see, got the remote control. But I was like, damn, dude, got a cushion that thin. Those the kind of taller seats where your thigh get clapped in between and shit. And you be like, this shit pinched me.
So I'm like, for all that money,
Mm.
maybe when you sit on it, it raise you up, it go down, it adjusts like memory foam or some shit.
Sing you
Your
a
booty
song,
size.
something.
It's $1,200, but
Right.
Deborah got hers for $300. So she did send me the picture. Let's show that real quick. Look, she unpacked it. She probably putting it together. This was today. She
Wow.
sent it. I was like, okay. So she got it from that place that Joanna suggested. Toto, yeah. So she bought hers today, and I would ask her to let us know how it works, but I don't even want to know if I want to know that. She can just say, "Oh, it works fine."
Can we get
I
a
don't need a
This is
description, right?
this is
I'm
the
like, is it worth your
third.
$300?
This got brought up on Two Funny Mamas too. Kym and Sherri were talking about like a really expensive, like a gift. Like it was another a Toto thing. So we're flush with great ideas.
Oh my God. I'm gonna stick to you know what, see, Chris, women don't need no stuff like that. Every time you turn around, they'll be sitting on the damn toilet. Like, why you on the toilet? I gotta pee.
Give me a minute.
I gotta pee.
Just a
Oh,
minute.
I got to run. Give me a
Just,
minute.
just a minute.
I don't need that. I don't need that.
I can hear you put it on high.
Just be like, oh, I see you married to the toilet now.
When you're brushing
He
your
would
teeth, you look at it
Oh.
little side.
He would be down with no shit like that. He would never use none of them features. I
he-
know he'd be mad. Even if some shit happened by accident, he might kick it. Like, get this shit off the toilet.
Get that bidet out of here. Oh, God.
So, I want this next photo to go up. It's shout out to Jamila Taylor, and she's been reaching out to me because I need suggestions on this. So I do want people to hit me up in the Frugal Flip Gmail if they have any suggestions how I can help her. I love the structure. You see, it has good bones, but it's made out of the wicker, and it's like we would need to cover because it's not one of those you really want to cover with a cushion. It's nice detail, but it looks kind of I don't know if it's really sturdy in the seat, but I want to help her figure out a way that we can work that back part definitely, because I'm just at a loss. I was thinking of all kind of things, from like the stuff that go over the front of your radiators, like those metal screens that you can cut.
Yeah. I mean, that wouldn't be very comfortable,
It wouldn't
probably.
be very comfortable, but I'm thinking like for the backing, if you wanted like a nice strong
Oh,
texture.
and then you could put something.
Yeah, but I'm thinking like, what would we do for the base? So if anybody has ever worked on anything like this or have any suggestions, even if they have it in the comment, Chris, save it for me, because I want to be able to really help her with this. She's been trying to lock me in with this for a minute. So Jamila, I got you. And not me by myself. This is why we call the Picassos, because we all come together. We gonna make your shit work. We gonna flip it in, make it fly. I gotta give me a little side gig. Oh, Chris, you might see me on the sidewalk like this. We flip it in, make it fly.
Is that what you're gonna do? Do we get like you get like an arrow pointing this way?
I need one of them things. This is what we do over here, blowing in the wind in the back.
Oh man,
I have a couple things I want to do and show people, because I don't know when I'm gonna be doing that clock shit. It's more complicated than I thought about. Oh, Chris, I don't want to talk about that.
it's gonna get her upset.
Oh, I don't want to talk about that. So, if anybody had any questions, I'm actually gonna move my table a little closer so I can show people some things. And hope the motherfucker don't fall apart. Excuse my French. I wonder how you say that in French. Tell Tana to text me how you say a motherfucker in French.
I'm sorry?
How you say a motherfucker?
Oh, you guys text.
Yeah, I'm working on her next Frugal Flip. She's in Orlando. Shout out. And I'm doing renditions and drawing up shit for her. So
I love it.
Yes, we text. Okay, so before I even move into this DIY and kind of show some people, I got one of my DIYs came in as a question. So I'm giving that shout out. And Lord knows I forgot to write down who it was, and I wrote it down on a piece of paper. And that shit, let me just show y'all the kind of stuff I be writing on. Here's this envelope piece. Look, you see this? I be writing stuff. Yeah. So I got all this kind of stuff. Yeah, so I have to find it, but it was great. I was like, oh, you know what? I didn't even think about that. Oh, I ain't Sherri. Let me put my gut back in and cover it up. My stomach was hanging out. I was like, let me put my gut back in. First of all, These are like old pot lids that I have. And I love using these because of the knob and the handle.
Yeah.
Because when I'm like doing my own design, I find like trying to hold something onto a wall like this and like paint around it, it doesn't give me, I'd be collecting different things that don't work. And I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to start using these. So I've used these before. So it's easier for me to put it right on the wall and I can go all the way around without stopping and messing up and hold it with, with the, so, and I'm just going to be doing these on Kaya's wall in like a gold thin with my paintbrush in different places and different sizes. So I have different size lids. I probably overlap some.
That looks like Captain America's shield. Hold that up. You look like a superhero.
I'm a superhero.
You are.
Wait, like my niece be saying, I'm a superhero. I'll be like, Kiki, it's I am. I know I'm is. So I just wanted people to see that this is an idea. If you want to do any kind of design and you need like a perfect circle, this works. Because look at that.
That's great. Were you in the marching band ever?
You know it.
Oh, you were? You really were?
That's when I was chunky. In St. Clair. And I was like, oh, I'm tired.
I forget. You lived in St. Clair.
I lived in St. Clair. Yes. Ugh. All right, so I'm going to show these really quick, and I'm going to put them up close because I want people to see these. Because Dennis was like, Dennis don't want me to wear no chain for my glasses, Chris, because he said he ain't ready for the chain. So I made these little glasses. I kind of like hacked the DIY that I saw. They did it with some other stuff that I wasn't buying. I was like, fuck that. I got paper clip. I mean, not the paper clip, the clothespin and pieces of leftover flooring. I'm the queen of it.
Yeah.
I made these to go in every one room that I keep my reading glasses in. So look, this is the one that I made for my yoga room.
Very nice.
You see that?
Got the happy, the smiling
fangs on there, and you see the little eyes.
Why the fangs?
Because I just like that I got a mask with fangs on it. So I'm going to put
cool.
double-sided sticky tape on this and stick this right on the wall in my yoga room. So I made this one. I made this one for the kitchen. It's called the One-Eyed Bandit. You see this? You see my One-Eyed Bandit?
I do see that. That's great.
See, I got my
You can put a little patch over it.
Oh.
Ms. Michelle's wondering when you're going to play the trumpet for everybody.
Do I got lipstick on?
Yeah.
I might play some in a minute. I'm going to wipe it off. Look, Chris, this is the one I made for my bedroom.
Nice.
Okay. Crazy. So, and I just glued, you know what I use? These little Velcro sticky things like go under your vases.
Yeah.
That's what I use for the eyes.
Never ends.
And this is the one I made for my bathroom. It's the One-Eyed Bandit's cousin. Her name is Roni.
They got names.
Yeah, they got names.
I love it. That's so great. Roni. Yeah.
She smoked weed with me.
What's
So Roni going in the bathroom.
Oh, yes.
And here's another really cool thing. And Daphne gave me this idea. Shout out to my girl Daphne in Dallas. I showed her how I get all these different, like, the silicone bands that people wear on their wrists. And how I like put them on because I love the sayings that are on them. I put them around the base I keep my pins in.
Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah, because at a certain point you're like, what am I doing with it? I'm not going to wear this every day. Yeah.
But guess what? I also have another great idea for them because I'm putting this in Dennis's office. So Dennis has bands. They say Hold Tight Fitness and No Doubt. But check this out, Chris. You see this piece of wood? And I just painted a gray line on it. Mm-hmm. Booyah. Put the rubber band on it. You see that? Tight sand. No Doubt. I'm going to put the double-sided sticky tape, Velcro tape on the back. This is for him to put his sunglasses on. He got some nice Ray-Bans.
Look at that.
Right. Look at that.
That's great. Yeah, and then you don't lose them.
You don't lose them, and then people will read them, and they have like, most people always have like a cool saying on them. So if you can't wear all of them, you can display them. And that you can just stretch over anything. And all I'm going to do, I just stretched it over a piece of wood I painted.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put this in right near his doorway of his entry before you come into, like, up the steps to go in his office.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be right hanging by the door. What I am going to do is take a picture and let everybody see how I have these around the house.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, see how they're going to work their way
once I
in.
put them up. Yeah, so my next project is to do a big one. I'm going to do a big one on this board for my sunglasses. But I'm actually going to be drilling. I hacked it. I'm going to drill holes in here and put like rope.
Oh, nice.
And different things, and then be able to hang my glasses.
Yeah, got it.
Because I'm always looking for them, so I'm going to have one by the back door and one by the front door, that kind of thing. So that's
smart because you just make that rule. You're like, if they come off, they go directly there, and you never
directly there. And then I might even put like a saying or something cool on here, like for sunglasses or see me or something cool. I'm sure I will come up with something cool. So this is DIY that came in. A quick fix for picture frames. So I was like, oh yeah, they my age, because I know young people don't print their pictures out and shit. They want to show you everything on their phone and make you more vision impaired. Every time I ask my niece to see pictures of my Grace knee, I'd be like, send me some pictures so I can put them around the house or put them in the square. She'd be like, man, I ain't got no pictures printed out. They all on Facebook. Then I go on Facebook to look. I don't even know what the hell she looked like because she got the filter on. She be looking like Betty Boop and shit with the lipstick. I'd be like, is that my niece? I thought she was 3 months old. She'd be looking like 15. Hair be done, ribbons and shit. Then it'd be like a mouse. Shit with whiskers. I hate that shit.
Imagine if you printed that off.
That's what I'm saying. I said, can you just send me some damn pictures? Because I still print pictures out, order pictures. I like to have pictures in my house. I love family and friends. So this was my quick fix. They wanted to know how you fix the back of a Ragley picture frame. And it just so happened I have one. You know how this part, if you have this type of picture frame, let me tell you, it gets raggedy and bends. This, see how that?
Mm-hmm.
So here's what I do is take a piece of cardboard and just kind of stick it right up under there. And if you like me, I just go with the scissors and cut it. But some people may have to tape it and hold it down or trace it. You know, if they're not as, I do shit quick. But you can trace it right onto a piece of cardboard, stick it right under there. So I already have one cut to the side.
Oh, that's great. Look at that.
Yeah, and then actually I forgot to heat my glue gun up. But what I was going to say is all you have to do is heat a glue gun up, or even if you ain't got it, you can tape it right underneath and it'll give you that sturdy backing that you need for your frame to stand up.
Beautiful.
See what I'm saying? Like,
that's really cool.
I ain't got time for the damn glue gun to be heating up. I was like, I forgot to plug that shit up. That's that weed.
They have really good prices if you do. I got my mom was like, hey, I want some pictures for Christmas of some stuff that I had done. And it's like really cheap to get pictures printed at Walgreens. Like, it's a great price.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
I
really
wish
cool.
people would print pictures. I like to walk in people's homes and see like pictures of their kids. It ain't got to be a lot, but a few. And some people still like picture frames and like to put picture frames up like on their desk. Like I have a picture of my husband on my desk and it's in a frame with one of these cheap little cardboard backing things. So I'll definitely glue this. But yes, that's a quick, easy solution to fixing your picture frames if the back starts to bend and it doesn't stand up. So that's a cool picture of me and Dennis. Can you see it?
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
So anyway, that was my little DIY thing. I hope people enjoyed that. If they have any questions, let me know. I'll definitely entertain them real quick. I know we're coming up on time, Chris. I don't want y'all to get snowed in. And I don't want to have to see you in that shirt again on Too Funny Mom was on Thursday. I'll be like, damn, Chris, I ain't gonna tell nobody.
That's hilarious. Oh my god.
With you.
Yes.
So
MM says I'm about to fix some picture frames as soon as I get off this bidet.
See, I know somebody has some raggedy ass picture frames. Shout out to the 40 and Up crew.
That's a cool fix. Oh my gosh. Deborah Rogers loves it. Monica's laughing. Deera's Way. Oh, it's an Ask Chris Deezy. We'll get that in just a bit. All right. Keep it going, B.
I am keeping it going. I'm having a quick hot flash.
Oh,
So
what do you
what?
have for that?
I got this. Oh, oh. Shout out to Misty. Oh, shout out to Annette. Oh, shout out to Candace. That's what I got.
Shout
And
out
see,
to
that helped me
everybody
cool off. Shout
hooking me
out.
up. Oh my
Damn
gosh.
right. Because see, all of this kind of stuff helps to pay for things for this podcast, ink, my cameraman for the next frugal flip, food, just the stuff that I need to
Mm-hmm.
keep it going. So that's why I totally appreciate everybody. Y'all know how I put it in the category and shout it out.
That's right.
Uh, and it goes towards if I gotta give a flash rag away, it's paid for. It's paid for. Don't forget to get your flash. Don't forget to get your flash rags. Take pictures of them and send them to me.
Please do.
Buyjack.com/B-Phlat. All right, Chris, I'm ready to move on to my feature. And before I do that, let me just try and do this quickly and let people know as a special announcement that from next week on out, we're going to feature our features live for their segment. I just feel as though it serves them better. They can explain their projects. I can't always be as descriptive as the person that created the work. So we're putting out the stipulations. For example, one of them is you can be on this podcast as long as you have a great smartphone and a nice earbud with the wires. No wireless. We need the earbud plugged into the phone if you're not on your computer. No tablets, no iPads. Phone, if that's your only option. Or if you're hardwired on your desktop. We want you to be able to speak about your work. And I don't want to just so don't be shy. We can entertain some questions, but I just feel I don't do people the service. It's a disservice when they have such great work that I can't describe and people can't really see. If they can't see something, people can say in the comment to Chris, oh, what was it? And the person can talk about it. So I want them to be on the segment. You won't be on long because we got to keep the show going. But I just would rather them be live and just
So
talk about it.
you're gonna shine more of a light on the features.
Shine the light on the features.
There's some
Yes.
technical. There's some super it'll be real easy. Like if you have a smartphone and you're in an area with high service, just throw your headphones in. We'll get you on. It'll be a good time. If you're used to doing stuff like this and you have like a hardwire connection, or you're just somebody who uses your computer a lot for work or something, you can meet those standards. That's it. It's just a quick thing, and keep them coming. You don't have to come on. And B still might pick you if you can't come on. That's totally fine. But we'll keep it simple. We'll give a little bit more of an opportunity for people to express themselves. So that's exciting.
And I don't want to do a disservice to the people who have been featured and didn't get a chance to, do what we're doing now. You can always submit again, because remember, I have an archive of people who are being refeatured.
Yeah, if you've been on before, that doesn't
As
mean
a
you
matter
can't
of
do it again.
fact, my girl tonight, Deborah P., I'm having her on again tonight. Although we don't have a video for her, I'm using her old picture because she has laryngitis. And I did want her to go live tonight, but she's not feeling well, so I have to give a shout out to my girl Deborah. But she has so much amazing stuff. Now, Chris, I know I threw in this last minute photo. I don't know if Grace was able to get it up, but of that pool that she made for her daycare. This ain't even a part of her feature.
The format, it's not
it didn't come
a
up.
photo. No, sorry.
Don't even worry about it, because we're going to make sure we work that out so that I can get that in. Even if I throw it in my DIY.
Mention it another time. Yeah.
Yeah, with all the stuff that she does. But I just want people to know that all they have to do is hit me up at frugalflip@gmail.com. I can't be reaching out to motherfuckers asking them to be on my show because I have 1,000 shits to look through and read through. I want to see the stuff.
Yeah.
I appreciate all the submissions and everybody's willingness to, submit other people. But please tell those people to reach out to me. I can't be saying, girl, well, you want to be on my show? They're going to be like, bitch, who is you? And how you get my phone number? I ain't never heard no B-Phlat. Tighten Up Tuesday. So save me the headache and the embarrassment. Just tell the people to reach out to me. Believe me, we need features. And I just want people to be really featured. So I
Yeah,
got
that's
people
exciting.
be like, girl, look, I can do it. I'm ready. I want to see your stuff. Send it to me because I'm always looking through stuff. That's what I spend my days looking at. I just can't respond to everybody, but I'm working on it. So please bear with me. And believe me, when you hit me up, you will get the sheet that tells you the stipulations. And Chris talking about, oh, it's simple. It is, but your backdrop, make sure you make your bed up. Wink to Joanna. I don't need to see that somebody might have did it on there already, or y'all just got up. Make your backdrop a little tight. Get in the corner up against the clear wall or something, but we only want to see no drawers hanging up on the walls or on lampshades and extra porno DVDs and stuff in the background. That's your business.
People
Keep it
got
simple.
porno DVDs? Got it. Okay.
You just never know. People, old school people, Chris, everybody don't get on Pornhub like you. Some people just, I'm just talking crazy. Let me stop smoking. Let's get on to my feature. Let me jump to my girl, Deborah, who has been on before. But I want people she had sent me this before, and I told her I was going to refeature this because this has been in my archive for at least maybe 8 weeks. And I was like, this is so dope how she did this. And it was just, I'm ready to show it. So that's Deborah. If people have seen the show before, they actually saw her photo. So now we're going to go to the one screen so I can explain to people this dope project. So Deborah and family members are on the floor putting together a 12-foot by 8-foot mural for her foyer, which total cost $115. So I am going to explain that these are pictures that came on the roll. She had blown up. Like the roll small, and she had them like enlarged.
That's wild.
And she bought a piece of paneling, 2 pieces, put them together. Somehow, I think she said they adhered it with like a wallpaper type of glue, like painted the back, put it together to make like one big picture. And then she bought molding that goes around your door frames and like the corners that you put on the door, or like a hallway entry. If you had an open entry, the molding that goes around it, we'll go to the next photo. She bought that to frame it and
oh wow,
plexiglass. And I want people to see its grandeur. And it looks like that is such an inexpensive way to get a really nice painting if you have that type of foyer, where if you can see in terms of the scaling how her chandelier's hanging and the doorway is below, and like where that, I think that's like some type of trim hanging on her railing on the second floor.
No, that's great.
I don't know how her and her husband and kids got that up there, but she spent $115, and there's no way you would ever get anything that large and that fabulous. So
fabulous,
that's an idea.
Fabulous is key.
Yeah, for $115. And you see the molding that they just glued right on the frame with the 4 different corners, and that's trim molding that goes around your doorways.
Love it. That's great.
Yes.
So I need that in my place tonight whenever it's
there are a lot of people
pounding snow down.
There's a lot of people that have big foyers like that when you walk into their homes that want to, buy large paintings. Like, oh, I don't know what to do there. So that's an idea. You can buy nice scenes and things from like Amazon. I always say Amazon because they're so cheap. And buy it on a roll, put it together. You know what I'm saying? And figure out how you may want to frame it. And that's it. Cheap.
She says it's a 6 by 8 foot wallpaper mural I bought.
Oh, when I did it together, because she said each thing was 2. I thought it was 2 by 8 or 4 by 8. The paneling is 4 by 8. And I thought 2 of those together. Oh, I'm looking at it the wrong way. But anyway, the shit is still big. 6 by 8.
Yeah.
You can't get anything that big. I know paneling normally comes in the shit. They might have cut it. I was just going, when she said paneling, I was thinking about the measurements. They normally come 4 feet by 8 feet.
That's all right.
Yeah, hey. But I'm glad she clarified that. Thank you so much. That is so dope. I was like, oh my God, I didn't think about that. Because I have a couple friends that I always think like they need to put something up there, but it's like they need to buy a painting for me. But now that they see
Right.
this, they ass gonna be like, bitch, we doing that.
That's hilarious.
We better
Shout
have to
out
buy 2 of
to
your paintings.
shout out to Lorraine. Lorraine's here. Tanya's
Sorry
checking
about that.
in. No, you're good. You're good. UBU for You Creation. Beautiful. We had
Yes.
someone, the fitness name, checking in. Hadn't tuned in a little while, so great to have them back. Mama Cita Young's here. Jamie's cutting up in the comments. No surprises there. Joanna says she's coming back. She wants to be on the beach. Here we go.
No. Tell Joanna ass she can't come back in the car. She can probably hear me. She can't be on the beach. It's noisy out there. Tell her to get home
It's
to New York so we can see the bidet and all her great DIY.
we got some questions real fast.
She's starting to make me think she homeless, Chris. She's supposed to be back home.
How do I? This is from Thick Vegan Afro. How do I spray paint an object using multiple colors? Do I have to just cover each area and just
Yes, you do.
for it to dry first? Is there an easier way, please? There you go.
There's no easier way, and it's very tedious. But if you want the work to come out, smoke or drink. Do it while you're a little tipsy. Relax, listen to some music, and you won't even think about it. You'll take your time and do it right. That's my do I have to do a disclaimer for that, Chris? When I say smoke?
Oh,
cigarettes.
I mean, anything. No. That stuff's legal here too. I think anybody tuning in probably has the proper paperwork for wherever they're living. So that's just a legal thing. Real quick, and then they're asking for trumpet. Everybody's begging for the trumpet. That'll have to be next time. We're trying not to get iced in here.
Yes, 10:30. You're trying not to get iced in. I was about to jump up and play something, Chris, and blow it.
Now if you say that, go ahead. We can hit the trumpet.
Because we got to do the Erks and Works. Ask Chris Deezy. Well, here's the thing. I need people to submit a feature because I don't have a feature for next week. I may have a feature for next week. Hit my email, but if I don't, I know who I'm going to bring back live.
DJ Topaz, here's a question. Chris, how come you only say hi to certain people? I specifically look for new people every time, and the reason is I'm talking to Grace, I'm talking to B, I'm responding to things, I'm reading things, I'm checking that. So it's never a slight, and we always appreciate all the comments. And we've got the live chat pulled up.
My list while you're doing that.
So we'll take this time to read some other comments, but I think I do a good job moving it around. Andrietta says, B-Phlat, greetings from the NJ. Thick Vegan Afros, thank you very much. Angela B, you need an assistant. You're so busy doing great things. She does have somebody helping her. Belle Ohlers, isn't spray paint flammable?
Okay, I know what I'm going to play real quick.
Okay. I'm
not do it real quick so we don't get put off the air.
You go right ahead.
I have to play it with my mute. Because I don't want it to be too loud in the microphone.
That's probably a good idea.
Okay. Thank you. No. Shit, I'm fucking it up. That's it. See, that's what happens when you don't warm up, Chris.
That's all right. Hey, you're giving it to the fans. You can warm up next time.
I'm gonna have to warm up next time. I was playing "What You Won't Do for Love" by Bobby Caldwell. What you won't do. That's how the intro comes on. It's a trumpet part.
I love it.
And yeah, I have to warm up because I'll split my lip. Now my shit hurts. Anyway, Chris.
Man, people are cracking me up. Candy J, I agree, Chris. You skip over first timers. I mean, I don't know. Make better comments. I don't know. What are you going to say? We'll try and spread it around. No, I'm being stupid, but yeah, we do try and get as many people in as possible. So.
Well, thank you. Well, we're not going to get sued or anything if I give a shout out to that little Bobby Caldwell thing I was throwing in there with my trumpet mute on, are we?
Not with that. Not with that performance. No.
Good, because that was terrible. But see, Chris, I'm a musician and I can play my shit, but I have to warm up. I just picked it up. I told you now my lip hurts. Anyway, Chris, we have to. I know y'all want to get out of there because I don't want y'all to be there. You're used to being there, but I told you I'm more concerned about Grace, and Key. Are you I need a feature for next week. I definitely do. We don't have a whole how they hold them down. I need one of those. I was trying to
So
think of
right
some of
now,
my funny stuff.
drop us some Chris
Yeah.
Deezy's and some how they holding it down, and
Yeah, we
I'll
need to
tell
ask
you what.
Chris Deezy.
Here's the opportunity, and you can tell
But
I'm
we
like,
got to Irks and Works.
okay, all right.
So by the time we do the Irks and Works,
Candy
maybe
J,
the Chris.
give us a how they hold it down. That's a good way to get your comment read. Let's do that.
Uh, that'll work.
DJ
And
Topaz, DJ
if we
Topaz.
gotta,
Wow, Chris, I'm a loyal watcher. Well, thank you. That's very nice.
if we gotta ask Chris Deezy, that'll work because I can read the Irks and Works.
You go to the
And
Irks and
then,
Works now.
because
Go for
I
it.
gotta do. I want to hear the Chris Deezy music. That gets my evening
I hope
started.
people know I'm screwing around whenever I say this stuff, man. All right, sorry. Go for the
So
Irks and Works.
my Irks and Works comes from my husband, Dennis. He said he is irked daily by reporters on television with snot and boogers or things on their face that people aren't telling them about. And I
Ooh.
witnessed it. One of the weather people here, and one was on CNN, had the little, dripping right here out doing the weather. And I was like, damn, and Dennis is like, they got a team of people around them. I'm sitting up here looking at this damn snot, and ain't nobody gonna tell them. He's like, he said the work is say something. He's a see something, say something.
See something, say something.
Yeah, because he's making sense, Chris. Remember back in the day, people would be like, oh, you have something. They would do a little check. They would come out. You would see the people roll the lint roller on you. Check your lipstick. They don't do that. So we done seen eye boogers and the little snot right here while watching a live weathercast. And it's ridiculous. Like the dude with the camera got the earpiece, just like you told me about Sherri Wig. The dude with the earpiece can say, yo, dude, you need to just kind of do like that, like wipe your finger. Instead of standing up here in front of a million people with the little running down here, that ain't cute. And I agree with Dennis. So the work is to say something, because I was irked by that. I'm with him. But we'd be laughing. We'd be like, damn, ain't nobody going to tell her. She got all that cat hair on her sweater. Good. We'd be like, this don't make no sense. Oh, MSNBC morning show early in the AM. I want to say
so funny. Oh, you're getting it, man. There is man. That's tough. That's so funny. All right, so I'm looking at this.
How is that tough, Chris?
That's
Now,
tough
look.
if you're that person. If you're the person with boogers in your nose in the morning,
or something in your eye, you like people that may have a cold, or if they're out in the cold, may not know that their nose is running because it's so cold. But I feel like the cameraman is looking dead at your ass. He used to say, yo, dude, on the next break, you got to get that.
yeah,
or something.
Yeah. All right,
because you can't come back with it. When you come back with it, they're saying, oh, the people in the office don't love you. You did something fucked up to the people in the office, and they don't care that you up with your nose running.
I think that's along the lines of like what we do here on Too Funny Mom. Like, I wouldn't joke with somebody I don't like, or like say like kind of silly or mean thing. Like, I wouldn't say that. Like, somebody you don't like, you just kind of ignore, right? Or you're just like, okay, like you don't really participate. Yeah. Okay, get in. Let's get in. We need we got the Chris Deezy. So let's get a how they hold it down. Yeah, get that.
Wait a minute, do we have a Chris Deezy? Ask Chris Deezy.
Ask Chris Deezy. What's
next.
So I've seen a few, and of course I'm trying to. You guys are so busy. Let's see. Let's get it.
They asking you, like, do you like light-skinned black girls instead of dark? I don't want to hear that, Chris. I'm just saying this shit.
What'd she say on too? What Melanie Camacho said that she's like, and I'm not talking about yellow skin like Kym. And I was take it easy. Oh my god, I told you I got a text about that. It was like, you really answered that very strange. How I responded to that one. Okay,
none of them kind of questions.
Ms. Michelle has a irk. People who are 70 years old and don't want to retire from a job and want things to be done like they were 100 years ago. Work, retire. Dang, Miss Michelle.
Hold up. This was Felicia.
Melvina agrees. Jokes are for friends.
Thank you, Felicia.
That's
Thank you.
Yeah.
Felicia W.
That's right.
Okay, I always got to shout out Miss Michelle. in Clarksville.
Yes.
Always. She's always showing me love in the DMs and different things. I appreciate her. Talking great. She always speaks well about the show.
Here's Jamie.
I'm glad that people love this show and appreciate it.
All right,
and
ask
you know
Chris
I love
Deezy.
Jamie.
Yes, Jamie's great. We've got to ask Chris Deezy. Monica, I think I took care of it. Thank you for looking out for the spammer. Big shout out to Sounds of Noel for the music. Love that.
Yes.
Here's one. Ask Christopher. Have you ever greased anyone's hair?
Oh! Oh, Chris.
No, I have not.
Oh,
I don't even know. I don't even know what that means.
I can't dance no more.
That was good. Lakeisha loves the question too. Why is that so? Educate me. Educate. Why is that such a great question?
Chris, they trying to play you out. They know you ain't never greased nobody. Oh, well, that was a good ass question. That made my side hurt. Oh, wait a minute, Chris. Chris. So, greasing hair is when, first of all, you don't even know what grease look like. You don't even know what grease look like. It's a black hair care product.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so funny. My grandma invented a black hair. She made up a recipe.
Did she sell it? Did she sell it in her market? I'm serious.
We still have it. It's actually in Arkansas. It's called Naomi's Hair Oil. Uncle George changed it to Nelson's Hair Oil. Anyway, my grandma made this up for my mom. So it comes in a jar. I still use hair grease. I ain't gonna lie. I use B&B hair grease. So
what's the hair from
because black people
from
don't
Sita?
have...
No, like Sita sent me beard and hair oil. Like what's
so hair oil and hair grease is different. Okay. Hair oil is lighter. Grease is thick. Like you got to dig your finger in it. So like when people get braids, like say you're in prison and you get your braids.
Why is it got to be prison?
It had a grease because that's where they're still doing braids, and that's where it's easy to grease the scalp because once they braid it up, then they just take the oil and they grease the scalp. So it's because black people we have dry hair. We don't have oil shaft.
So
we have to add oil to our hair.
So I dated somebody for a long time that had locks.
Mm-hmm.
And that was not, maybe I just wasn't paying attention.
Well, people treat locks differently because locks are thick and they have to breathe. See, hair grease is thick and it kind of like smoke, but it makes your hair grow, right? So like I grease my scalp because my hair is dry. I put all this color in it.
Now, do other people do it? Sorry, go ahead.
Yes.
Other people do it for you. So like Dennis would grease your hair.
No, Dennis ain't greasing my scalp. Hell no.
Well then, why would I have done it? Yeah.
Because you might have dated you dated black girls, and they might have said, "Chris, can you grease my scalp?" And then, but see, they don't want you to see that process because most of them probably had a weave. But here you go. You take the grease and you do like this. And then you part the next section like this, Chris. Look.
Go ahead.
And then you take it and then you grease your scalp. You dip it in the grease. And you grease. So, and then you do all like this, get it all in, put it everywhere. And then you brush it in good. And most people like wrap it up at night.
That's like a conditioning. It's like a conditioning something.
So I oil my scalp. I use oil moisturizer and grease on my hair because it's so dry from all the dye and me cutting it. And I cut it today. I need to throw some dye on it. So I'm always doing stuff to my hair so it needs that extra.
That's what I was going to say. With I was like, there may have been product, but I never once saw that in like over a year of being around locks. Like that wasn't.
No, because they use like creams or moisturizers, and they use like natural like shea butter and things like that to keep them light because they're heavy. And I guess they don't. And then locks, you can't wash them all the time, especially when they get real.
Oh, heavy. It's like a whole process. Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of times they use like dry shampoos and different leave-in conditioners and things like that. But people that use grease got damaged hair like mine. And they scalp be dry. You gotta slap it on there. And like most little kids, when they get their hair done, they mama grease they scalp. So they look nice and fresh and shiny. So when you be in Walmart, you see little girls that had the bobbles in their hair and their hair done. You see the cute styles. You can best believe they mama grease they scalp. Probably.
It sounds
I'll
funnier.
set
when
them
you
right
say
down
it.
there and
Yeah.
start parting it and grease it,
Oh.
brush it good, put the moisturizer on it, and do the style.
People are asking if I'm going to grease Kym's head.
No, you should surprise her, Chris, and let them know you know how to do that. You should be like, wait a minute. You should be like,
Take a
"Kym,
class?"
You need me to grease your scalp. And then she gonna smack the shit out of you.
I was going to say, imagine if I showed up to some place. I'm like, can I be taught to grease a scalp? They'd be like, if you don't walk out that door immediately,
Right.
you cop. You be like, what are you here for? What is this? All right. Do you want to? Do we want to do another? Let's go. How they hold it down. I just saw this.
Okay. Who is it from?
Oh, I keep
With
see. This
Picasso.
is the other thing. When you're reading these comments, you all comment so much it's tough, and you lose it and all that. Taina, how they hold it down. Back home, we salt fish or meat and make new dishes with them, like chickpea, which is salted fish with onions, sweet peppers, hot peppers, and oil. That's how they're holding it down.
And how's that holding it down?
I think we're looking for more of a scam type of situation. Did you maybe
like
if the fish was not supposed to be there, right? Like that's more how they hold it down.
Or if the mama chopped the fish up into 7 pieces and spread it out over the week, and told them it was a hot dog one day and made it look like fish hamburger the next day, and that's holding it down. I got to figure out. I'm gonna have to ask Taina how they hold them. But I can't eat saltfish.
I don't know.
My brother-in-law is Jamaican and he makes it a lot. It is spicy and it got bones in it, and they feed it to kids and it ain't right.
Oh my gosh! Wow,
Chris.
I told you. I'm laughing at this mess.
I told you to tell the people we need features. I need a feature for next week. And like I said, if I don't get one, somebody don't hit me up in the frugalflip@gmail.com.
Do not email Frugal Philip. Please.
If you got to keep, you do have to keep telling people that because we do have new watchers. Welcome, new Picassos. And when I say that, you too could be a feature. Don't be hitting me up talking about how much it costs to be a feature. It doesn't cost. All you gotta do is send me some really nice stuff. That makes you
scamming
unique.
people. She's like 20 for you. 50
no, I
for
don't,
you.
because people be like, I want to be a feature and I want to know how much it costs. Do I have to pay a fee? And there's no fee. I just want to see what you're doing that's so people. Amazing that separates you from being a DIY, a craft project. So that's why when I show DIY stuff, it's like things that we can do here, things I can show you quick fixes to. But features, it's like that person, it's indigenous to them. They can do it. It's only what they do. And that's what I like about a feature, because we can all bring stuff together. Look, I done got this stuff. I feel like I'm furnishing my house, Chris.
Yeah.
Getting candles, all kind of stuff.
It's so nice. It's so cool.
It's so nice.
You can tell because people keep tuning in, keep getting excited. Lakeisha has it how they hold it down. My mom broke the spaghetti noodles in half. That's good.
Yes.
Excuse me. You guys are hitting me hard. How they hold it.
You all right?
Apparently not. How they hold him down. When we would get evicted from our apartments in the Bronx, and as soon as the city marshal left, he would have us climb back in through the window and stay quiet with the lights off. That's amazing.
That's some funny shit.
Oh, that's amazing.
He was helping them hold it down. I like that. That's what's up.
Oh, man.
Not to climb back through the window and be quiet. That sounds like my old neighbor.
Right.
Climbing on the second floor.
Oh.
That is some funny shit.
Kanisha says Eki and saltfish.
Hold them down stories. So tell Taina, that's how you hold it down. It got to be like some kind of funny scam or something that you discover.
It needs to be a scam element to it. It's it's the loaf of bread, stealing a loaf of bread to feed your family. Like we can find out that there was good intentions behind it, or I mean it could be totally messed up too. But yeah, that's a good.
Or it's like your daddy kept the food in the trunk because it was 12 of y'all, so he could. Because I keep eating up shit in the refrigerator, so he kept the food in the trunk, and we'll go get things as needed.
If you had,
how you hold it down.
My brother and I were like tall for our age, so like we couldn't pull the he's still under 7 thing because the kids like the people like at a restaurant like you get a different discount. Man, as soon as we weren't, we didn't get to pull that scam.
He could have threw a mustache on your ass and said you was Benjamin Buttons and maybe you was the grandpa.
I think you're far down that joint. If that's.
I am. That's that weed. Chris,
Yes.
the only other thing I just want people to do is share, like,
Mm.
love,
Subscribe to the Two Funny Mamas channel. Yeah, keep growing it. Yeah.
watch, tell people. I definitely want to get my followers up, my subscribers, because I really want to move to the B-Flat comedy channel and be on my, eventually I want to be like, Chris, what do you think when I get like, when Sherri and them hit, what, like 70,000 or 100,000?
I would like.
What you think? What's the number? We got to work on that number, Chris. I got to set a goal like I'm setting goals.
I mean, I think you just, you stay part of the Two Funny Mamas family. You figure it out. I don't know. I mean, if they're at 100,000 this year.
I got to get that Too Funny money. I got to get the Too Funny money.
Talk to Sherri. Get on it.
No, Sherri, listen to it. I'm talking to you. Because Sherri already said I'm going to eventually move to my own channel.
Oh,
look, Chris, this is what I know. When do you move? When do you start getting the YouTube money? The YouTube money. When you start getting it, Chris?
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Ain't no figure it out. You know the number. When Sherri and them start getting their money? Was it the 15K?
Joy.
20K.
Oh, as far as like, we'll talk about it. Joy says. Joy says shredding the block of government cheese to make the prison grilled cheese sandwiches.
Oh, everybody did that.
Yeah.
Oh, and I love that government cheese. It made the best. They need to bring that back. They really need to bring that cheese back. I would stand in line to get it. And I don't give a damn who saw me, Chris. I'd have a B-Flat shirt on. I wear a Lynn sweatshirt with my picture on it to get that cheese.
Perfect.
I'm damn.
Oh my gosh. Let's get some plugs in. I do want everybody to be sure to vote again. Sherri and Kym, NAACP Image Award nominees. Go vote for them, please do. And if you haven't yet, go back and watch Kym and Sherri on the Wendy Show. Sherri's going to be back on the Wendy Show this month, end of the month. You can check her out there, and then also get tickets to catch Sherri on tour with Kym and Babyface. They're coming to St. Louis. They're playing half a block that way. I'm excited. I'll be there.
Throw my flyer up for my Valentine's Day show in Delaware. Shout out Wilmington.
Hey now.
You see my little attitude on there, Chris?
House of Laughs. That's at 1206 North Union Street in Wilm, Delaware. And you can see that attitude. Wilmington. So it says Wilm on the thing. Well, I don't know anything about it.
I know it's the East Coast thing. They know it's Wilmington.
Mondays, okay. Valentine's Day's on a Monday this year. Get your tickets. They got dinner, complimentary glass of wine, roses, all that good stuff. I'd say get tickets. Go to B-Flat's Instagram page. Where do they get tickets? Do you know?
I think at the
House of Laughs. Look up House of Laughs. That's LAFFS. Yeah.
They have their own website and everything going. It's a tight ass place. Actually, that's where Lynn and Brianna joined me for the after party with Wanda Sykes that we did when we did the show in Delaware.
Oh, that's great.
The theater there. So we had our after party at this place. It's like a lounge. It's dope. It's really dope. I like it.
Yeah. Well, also shout out. I didn't see it, but it said Lauren is having a birthday. So shout out, happy birthday to Lauren Hudson in the chat. Happy birthday.
Okay, happy birthday, Lauren. That's what's up.
What else you got, B?
To go eat. I'm gonna get fat, Chris, eating this late at night on a Tuesday.
You'll be fine.
That's why I definitely get up early in the morning, and I'm letting people know. I know Jamie, like, when you gonna do your yoga again? Funny thing is, I'm gonna be doing my yoga. I'm just gonna post the footage to YouTube. Because it just makes it easier for me to just do it. And then I'll do different routines and people can watch different ones and learn them and follow along. Because doing it live, it totally throws me off. And I'll be like, this should drive me crazy. I got to do me. So that's what I'm doing. And I'll just post like little clips and tell people you can watch it here, but watch the full length there.
Love it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
keep it up.
I'm always working on trying to improve, trying to get better. So I'm definitely looking forward to featuring people live.
Very nice. That'll be a good time.
So nice.
Get those in.
Let them show their stuff and talk about it.
Frugal
Please
Flip.
get them in. Please, please, please. So I have some people I have to reach out to, and I still want more because I want to just have them lined up, Chris, so I can say, oh, I got 8 weeks of them already lined up, and boom, 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 and be done with it. So
That'll be good.
That's how I'm trying to get it done.
Let's do some smiles for the camera. You know, people love to see it.
Get me on my good side.
And maybe we'll take a few after too, but we got a few pictures there. B, great job. Everybody go follow B on Instagram. Make sure you're subscribed to the Two Funny Mamas channel. Be sure to check out Sherri and Kym this Thursday, 2 p.m. Central, 12 Pacific, and 3 p.m. Eastern. Support everybody that's part of the Two Funny Mamas channel. Wouldn't be possible without you. Awesome fans as well.
Yes.
Gosh, great show tonight, B.
I love my fans. Thank you, Chris. Make sure you all watch Tuesday. Oh. You ain't said nothing but a word, Chris.
Oh, there she goes. Shout out to Grace, Key, all of you for tuning in. We thank you so much. We're back live next week, 8 Central, 9 Eastern. We'll see you then.
Chris, you're supposed to be shouting me out some dances.
Oh, some dancing. Oh, go for it. Go, B. The Cabbage Patch. You Cabbage Patch? You do that? There she goes. Look at her, B. Bye-bye, everybody.
I can't go to the left. I ain't coordinating like that. That's all I was.